I support free speech 100%. I don't think speech should be censored at all. It really shouldn't. I don't think it should be at all. I think people are smart enough and wise enough to know um when people are speaking hate and stuff like that. So, and like you trying to censor speech and people's thoughts really isn't doing much. It's just you're just shoving it under the rug. It's not really doing anything. You're just creating more problems. It's like the monster in the closet. You start censoring free speech and people's ideas and people's thoughts and words. You're just creating a huge monster in the closet. That's all you're doing. And one day that monster is going to be out of the closet, and then it's going to be more of a problem than if you just didn't do anything in the first place about it. And that's a problem, in this kind of life. Is like that whole thing of keeping people's thoughts and ideas in the closet and not letting people really speak their ideas. Really, you know, let people say what they want to say and do what they want to do. Stop trying to restrict everyone in their daily lives. That's really the biggest issue, is them trying to restrict people in their daily lives and stuff like that. I feel like, at least. That's just me though. I feel like a lot of people probably feel like that too. Like that's a really big problem, is them trying to restrict everything in people's lives. So let's not forget about those type of things. Hopefully one day though, it will all it will all be better. I'm sure it will be. Who knows when though, but one day things will come back around. It will. I'm not sure when or how, but it will. Let free speech ring, dude. Let freedom ring, dude. What happened, man? What happened to us, dude? No more censorship on people's thoughts or words. Just let it go, dude. Sometimes, like I said, people need to learn lessons, dude. You want to go out and say what you want to say. Guess what? There's going to be consequences for it. You might get smacked. You might get hit. You might get told to shut up. You might learn something. Like people need to learn lessons. I feel like, and no one. I feel like too. Also. It's like people censoring people and free speech and ideas, whatever. Like no one's really learning anything. Like you're not really learning anything. No one's learning any lessons in life because they're not allowing it to happen. Imagine if like if you stole and every time you stole something, nothing ever happened to you. It's like, well, what lesson are you learning? What lesson are you learning that is going to teach you, hey, you shouldn't steal things. If nothing ever happens to you, you're just keep on doing it. You think it's normal. It's just like a kid, dude. If you never like tell a kid no, or you never put a kid in timeout or punish a kid for their actions, it's like they're gonna keep on doing it because they think it's normal. At some point you gotta tell people no, or tell a kid no, hey, no, don't touch hot things, or don't play with sharp objects. We just tell them yes all the time, and they keep on doing it and think it's normal and might hurt themselves or injure themselves. So I feel like censoring free speech and people's thoughts is just creating a monster in the closet is all it's doing. And then to prove points, people will just go and then to prove a point quickly, people are just going to go to the furthest extremes to get their point across super fast. Um, I think you see a lot. I think you see that a lot more today than ever. People know that um, speech and ideas are being suppressed. So it's like, It's not like when you watch reels and shorts. Like you're getting the best part or whatever it is. You have a 45-minute interview and someone makes a reels out of it. Well, then you're getting the best part out of the interview. It's kind of like when people want to make an idea. When people want to make a point or an idea or whatever, they're going to the furthest extreme they can to get the point across as quickly as possible because they know that like if they come on here every single day and just talk about it, it's not going to go anywhere. They know if they get straight to the if you get straight to the point and you do it right away, it's going to create commotion and you're going to get your point across. Like just think of a subject or a topic that's like off limits kind of online, right? And then people are going to be like, all right, whatever it may be. I can't give an example. I'm trying to think of an example right now, but I really can't think of one. But let's say you want to get a point and an idea across online. And like you coming on a stream and you try to talk about it and show videos about it, it's not going to get any plays, right? Well, then you think to yourself, okay, what's something I can do out in the public, to really prove my point to the most extreme in a short amount of time, which will get which will get the most attraction. And that's just kind of happening right now with everything is people are trying to make points as quickly as possible, but they're doing the most extreme way of doing it because they know that it'll be shut down super fast if they come on here and just do it on stream. So they're trying to create the biggest commotion possible to get their point across. And that goes for any side of the spectrum, whatever it may be, religious, political, whatever it is. Um, it's kind of like what you saw what I saw the other day about the left protesting ICE in Home Depot, and they're all buying scrapers for 79 cents and then waiting in line to return them to create chaos in Home Depots and stuff like that. It's kind of the same thing. They know they couldn't come on stream and slowly talk about it day in and day out because it wouldn't get much traction. But if you do an extreme example of it, it gets a bunch of attraction. Same thing with the guy in Dearborn. He knew if he went on stream, he talked about his ideas and beliefs, it wouldn't get any play. But if you go out into to Dearborn and you make an extreme point quickly, or then you get I'm talking about right now. You get tons of traction and play quickly. It's like a real life short, kind of, in real time to get a point across. You know? So, like, I think that's what they do. They think of a point they want to get across and then just try to find an extreme example of doing it to get it out right away. I mean, it's a dangerous game. I think the internet and things like that, definitely is a driving factor in the way people do things and how people act. Um,